what's going on? It's Muriel from the Sunshine Family with new information about Costa Rica living and Costa Rica travel for those in search for, reality facts. And as Costa Rica expat, I dare to say that I can give you an impression of my world in Costa Rica, and it's not everyone's world because Costa Rica has 11 microclimates, several provinces, different atmospheres, different areas, and I live in a specific area, and I just want to highlight the not fancy stuff that is happening in my area. It's just something that you need to know. Now, what my area is all about, where it is, what to pay attention to, I will cover that in a bit. But first, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video, so you don't have to miss anything. You'll find a little button in one of the down corners or in the description below my videos about what I do to make my living so I can live in Costa Rica. You'll find also below my video in the description, so be curious to scroll around and to ask me for info or click on the links. So let me first show you what I see. So you see construction site. I'm sitting in the local soda, which is an awesome soda that is like a local restaurant, and this is my street view right now. Okay, you see workers still working. Very bad situation for the workers. I just saw them carrying bags of 50 kilos with cement up a wooden old ladder. The cement bags on his head. Literally, I cannot lift a 50-kilo bag. The road is pretty bad. There's construction. It's not looking fancy whatsoever. But personally, I love the charm of Tico towns like this. But the thing that's happening right now in many areas, especially my area. So where is that? That's the Santa Teresa area. Okay, there's a lot of new people coming. There's a lot of construction, and with more people coming, more construction, there's also, the small town living is becoming to grow in bigger town living, and that brings negative stuff. It brings a lot of illegal workers, a lot of noise. In a country where the infrastructure, you hear the noise? Where the infrastructure rules or the infrastructure in basics is not amazing. There's really weird building stuff going on, roads that have been constructed and now they have to break them open because they forgot to place the water drainage properly, etc. It's crazy. I see more and more in this Tico town. It's called Cobano. It's like the Tico town, the local town, the closest to Santa Teresa, where I do my shopping, where there's also a bank, where I have my little stores where I do my special groceries. I see a lot of people, beggars. I see people without houses. I see a lot of homeless people. I see a lot of stray dogs who have been giving birth for 3 nests in a row and are living on the streets. Like, it's not getting really better, honestly. And I see it. I was just sitting here with my husband Dirk, concluding this, like, we're just here for 5 years. We have seen exponential growth. And I think some growing things are good, but some things are not good. So we have what's good. We have some concrete. We have received some concrete roads that used to be dirt roads. That is helping, especially on hills. I lived on the hill, the Santiago Hill, you can look it up, the first 9 months when I just moved here, and that was a dirt road. In a rainy season or in dry season, it was so slippery, or with the dust or with the mud, that trucks tried to drive up with full speed. They made speed before they drove up, and then they couldn't make it, and they had to let themselves roll down again to try again. That was the hill that I lived on. That hill, for example, is a concrete road now. That's a benefit. And why is that concrete road built? Well, because there's a lot of big construction that happened on that hill. And that was fancy construction. It's not like the local construction, but like $1 million mansions, big investment properties, right? Where people use serious funds to build and also applied for a road. And a lot of construction needed to go up, so it wasn't best for everyone to build a road there. A good road with concrete, good concrete. But in many places, they might make concrete roads with very bad quality, and now it's rainy season and you see holes happening. And I just saw so many pitiful dogs that really needs care, and my heart breaks. The pet rescue stopped working because they couldn't handle it anymore after 12 years of being active a pet rescue, and now way more animals are living on the street. That is also the result of mess. Sometimes it breaks my heart, truly. So I am not negative about Costa Rica at all. You must know this. My recap of this video is I love my country. My residency is almost definitive. I applied for it 2.5 years ago. It took a long time, but pura vida, as we say, you should be patient. I made a lot of beautiful friends. Also in this Tico town, I love this soda. When my internet breaks down, this is where I work. It looks a bit crappy, but it's clean. It's very kind. I even met here with my attorney, literally, or with the assistant of the attorney to sign contracts and stuff. This is a place with good internet. It's central downtown in Cobano. The people are nice. I can send my son here. He comes from the gym and I'm not here yet. Just go to Caoba. The name of this soda is called Caoba. And just go have a seat, order something, and I will come. And they're always kind and, social, what's the word for it? People pay attention to others here. And take care of my son. Well, he's big, he's becoming 13, but still. It's a good place. I really love this town as well, but it's also messy. And I see the same in Santa Teresa. There was a shooting yesterday or 2 days ago in Santa Teresa in front of a restaurant that is a busy visited restaurant. Happened to be two gangs. One gang is coming from San Jose and one local gang. And the San Jose gang is trying to take over. Why is this happening? Well, because of expansion. Because people think there's money here. That worries me. Yes, it does. But also, I made videos about law of attraction. Think positive. Attract the right thing. Don't have a doom scenario. Just draw a virtual line around your house. Protective circle. But also just be kind to people. Always be kind if workers come to your property. Ferreteria, like the hardware store delivering. I always offer them coconut water or drink and have a little conversation. No matter if you know 2 words of Spanish, it's easy to ask them how you're doing. Can I offer you a glass of water? Right? That is, I hope, enough to keep violence away and to attract the good. Perhaps I'm too positive. Right now I'm looking at someone without shoes who's looking like crap. I'm not filming out of respect. This is not just happening in San Jose downtown where you want to stay away after dark, but it's happening in my town. I have no conclusion. I want you to check it out for yourself. Check out places. If you're deciding to move to Costa Rica, go check out places. If you watch my old videos of 4 years ago about Santa Teresa, things have changed. Perhaps you don't like it the way it looks now. So I think you should never take someone's word for it. You should check it out yourself and feel how it feels somewhere. The opposite is true as well. If you're searching for a safe place to live and you're looking that way into compounds, it doesn't mean that a compound which creates safety with a wall, that there is no robbery there. I know people living in those places, in compounds, their house was robbed because there's workers, there's people, there's bad people everywhere, also in compounds, unfortunately. So it's not a guarantee for safety, nor is it a guarantee for living a happy life. You could have crappy people living there. There's very, how do you say that, pushy WhatsApp groups in compounds with a lot of rules that you have to obey to be able to live in a compound. I don't want to live in a compound because of that, right? I know it from several people. Create your own happy life in Costa Rica. I don't have the formula. I just can share with positivity. I love my life in Costa Rica, but things change rapidly. Perhaps Costa Rica is not the country for me in a couple of years, where both of my kids moved out. My one kiddo, my daughter, who I brought when she was 14, moved out when she became 18. And she moved in with her grandma in the Netherlands. Now our son is 13. And he still has plenty of stuff to do, a lot of friends, clubs and things to go to here. But most kids move out. Who knows? I'm going to revamp my YouTube channel on the country that I'm going to move to. The key is I can do that because I'm a digital nomad. I make my living online, not with a brick and mortar business or hard products or services or a job. I am an entrepreneur. I can create my living on 20 different ways. And I can show you how, but that is for only those who are interested in that. Click one of the links below my video. Check out my work, my stuff. I'm an educator, a coach, life and business coach. I created some free training as well, or just reach out to me on other platforms and see what I do. But that's just for a specific group of people. But I believe that Costa Rica is awesome, but also has dark sides, and lately more than I'm used to. And I want to be very open and realistic about it. And I also want to invite you to come check it out, places, and use your common sense. Don't drive in the dark. Not here, not anywhere that you're not knowing the place, right? And be kind to people, but don't trust any stranger randomly. Ticos are very friendly, but I would not leave use your common sense, please. Don't leave your valuables in your car or whatever. Just, that's the same in every country. And that was my video about. This was just a reality check video again, from the heart. I don't want you to make wrong decisions based on my previous videos I made several years ago, and I don't want you to think it's a bad, ugly and dangerous place, because it's neither of both. It's in the middle, and it's up to you to create a nice home and to create a nice network of friends where you can rely on when you need help, when you don't have water, and that you have a friend that you can get water because they have a well that has water, or no places where they have internet if you're relying on internet. Make your connections, create a home that's done by you, being kind and surround people around you, okay? So if you can do that, I believe that, and if you can make your living from anywhere, I believe you can live anywhere, and I hope to inspire you. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thoughts are always welcome below my videos, and for now, bye, and see you on the next one. And who knows, I'm gonna meet you one day in Costa Rica.